Hello friends, Jared back again with another video. It is time to start another project. I just need to move over a few of these other projects first. I got my towel project still going. I got all of these models still left. Still have this box of Lumineth, about 1,000 points of Lumineth. We'll just put that up on a shelf over here and move these towel over. They're still getting painted, I promise. So, moving all of those projects over, the Hachette magazines have been piling out. So I have quite a few of these. I'll turn my camera here. Yeah. So, quite a few of the Hachette magazines are piling up. And I've got my first premium kit here. I am a few issues behind. There was a shipping delay, and then there was... I started a little bit late because I was finishing Stormbringer magazine, but I did finish Stormbringer magazine, and that's worth something. So, the goal here is to start on the Space Marine half of the magazine and get this project going, because the next issue I'm going to get is the 4 set that's the Chaplain on Bike, the first Eldari, and I believe one more Tyrannid model. So I want one more Tyrannid model for the Tyrannid set. But the Space Marine Chaplain on Bike, I'm going to send to my Ultramarines, since I have Outriders and he can join that squad. And he doesn't really fit the aesthetic that I want to go for my Space Marines. The Space Marines I'm going to be doing as Imperial Fists. So I got a few extra things to kind of complement them. I got one of these upgrade boxes. And then I've got a free mini of the month to give me an extra Space Marine body. And then I got this guy. And I always hate how the shiny plastic kind of reflects on my camera light. But Lysander here. This shield just spoke to me. I love the 2-headed eagle crest. I just love this guy's design so much. And so this is probably one of the very, very, very few new minis that I've bought, where this guy only came out about a month or so ago, and I bought him pretty quick. I absolutely adore this design. I love the giant relic hammer, the 2-headed eagle. I had a signet ring that I wore for years that was a 2-headed eagle. So the 2-headed eagle has always been really special to me, even before I got into Warhammer. But this is just a beautiful shield. I really like this guy. I can't wait to build him. He's going to be leading my troops. When I was dating my wife, I would sometimes seal the envelopes with sealing wax, and then use my signet ring to sign it with a 2-headed eagle. And that was before Warhammer, so that predates technically. So when I saw that there were some Warhammer guys with the same iconography, it just always kind of speaks to me. It's got a special meaning to me, especially because I used my signet ring when I was dating to send love letters to my wife. So just a special fun thing. So I got all these magazines. We got some Terminators. We got some Terminator leadership. We've got the flamethrower guys. And I'm ready to finally crack these things open and start building Space Marines. So if you happen to have seen my last video, I've been having some crazy personal issues, but those have all been resolved. So can't talk about it too much, but let's just say my finances are in a little bit better shape than they were last week. So I'm feeling real happy. I am feeling like celebrating, and so it is time to build some Space Marines. I've got a little bit of extra time to work on these guys this next week. So I want to see... I don't want to do this army too quickly, but I want to start assembling and building this army. So this video is a walkthrough of what I'm going to be building. And then once it's all built, I'll do a showcase, kind of like my other project videos. Showcase video of everything built. And then from there, move into painting and paint scheme. But it's Imperial Fists. So ironically, one of the very first paints I bought was Imperial Fists for my Iron Jaws. So I already bought a second pot because this one's getting empty. And then I did a test, and this pink potion underneath makes the white look, or makes the yellow look really good. So I've got that all ready to go. It'll be black primer, white dry brush, pink dry brush, yellow, and I think that's going to be really nice. Paint the details black. So color scheme's going to be pretty easy. And then I'm going to start cracking all these magazines open. One of the things, I'll go ahead and open it, that Hachette does is you get a custom character. And so this, I believe, is the custom character. It is a sergeant. And so what I'll do is use him as the sergeant for the flamethrower team, wherever they are. And then I'll take this original boring regular sergeant, and he's going to get kit bashed. And so I'm going to pull this box right here and use these bits. The goal is to use this to make some extra. That plus this will give me 2 extra characters that I can turn into basically lieutenants with power fists. And so that'll be kind of fun and thematic. So yeah, I'll be cracking all these magazines open. We've got a librarian in here, I believe, in Terminator armor, captain in Terminator armor. And then here it is. This kit is this will be the Infernus Marines. And so Infernus Marines has an extra dude. And this guy, I want to see if I can kit bash him into a regular lieutenant. He's got the cool knife pose, though, so I might not mess with him too much. The only real trick here, and I'll point this out, is just about all, but not all, but quite a few of these minis are push fits. And so you can see it right here. These are this is a sprue from the Leviathan box that they reused, but because it's push fit, shoulder pads are already sculpted on, so there is no point in cutting shoulder pads off and replacing them. And so one of the reasons, ironically, I bought this is because I want the decals, so I can just put the decals on and not have to worry about using just the custom sculpted bases. But hopefully, I have enough decals. Ironically, sadly, in a silly way, I had a bunch of extra Imperial Fist decals, but I put them on my Proxy Cities of Sigmar banners because I needed lots and lots of decals and decorations for the banners. And I'm like, you know what? I'm never going to build Imperial Fists. So I used up all my cool decals. Now I'm going to build Imperial Fists. I don't have enough decals. So I bought an extra box to give me some extra decals. And I like the Power Fists. They're too cool. This is a mini of the month. I think it was originally a Space Wolf, but like it's a generic Space Marine. But this guy will be really fun to, yeah, see there's his shoulder pad with the decoration. So I can replace that with a fancy one and turn this guy into a lieutenant probably. And that'll be a really easy kit bash. And then one of these guys is going to get turned into some kind of lieutenant. I haven't decided exactly how I want to do it yet. I want to say one of the either the lieutenant or captain can take a flamethrower anyways. So I might have like a custom flamethrower lieutenant. But if we can go Power Fists, you got to go Power Fists. It's Imperial Fists after all. So they need to have as many fist weapons as possible. And then you have these cool punch-outs. So I'm meaning to look at these too. So these are basically flat terrain pieces. Oh, hey. Check it out. They actually have stats on them. That's fun. I guess you can destroy the infestation. Well, that's cool. I'm also looking forward to actually playing some of the scenarios. Hey, look at that. I forgot these are in here. They actually have the official cards in here. Wow. Ha! That's pretty cool. So I actually have cards for everybody. I didn't know those were going to be in here. That's awesome. I wish they'd have done that for Stormbringer. They were in the back of the magazine. They were hard to access. But having them as actual like little punchable flashcards, that's genius. That's a good value right there. So super excited about that. You find something every day. But I need to go through here, collect up all the bits and start assembling models. I mean, these are just going to be push-fit models that if you've seen anybody assemble Leviathan or the Combat Patrol magazine, you've already seen this before. So I don't think it's worth making videos of me just sitting here assembling. I've noticed very few people watch those videos, but it is still fun to make occasional hobby ramble videos just because it's fun. Gives you a watch time, I guess. But here's the other piece of the Terminator kit. You can see the Terminators and the Terminator bases. There's two. This was in 2 magazines, but I am really looking forward to this project. This will be a really nice palette cleanser, and I'm hoping it will be a fairly quick. That's really crinkly. A fairly quick project. And then the Tyrannid project's going to be right after. This one has all the stuff in it. So let's break open our goodie box right here. So there's our Tyrannid sprue with the dice. There's the winged Tyrant Prime. There's some extra dice. Never have enough dice. My kids like to come in the room and play with dice too, so I like having lots of dice around for me and for the kiddos. Here's the bases. Here is the captain. Haha. But he won't be leading the force. That will be this guy. And also I'm looking at this one. This is a fairly push fit model. I don't know. I love that sword too much to really break it off. It feels sad to take his sword and give him a power fist when he's got such a sweet sword. So I'll probably just keep him as is and slap a logo on him and call him done. And then paint him in, of course, the correct colors. That's such a cool mini. Let's see what else is in here. I have been waiting to break this thing open. Yeah, here's the giant poster. Oh, I've got to hang this on my wall. I actually have my Stormbringer poster on the other wall. You can't see because it's across the room, and my room is very messy. But one of these days, I'm going to set up to record so I can be on camera, and then you'll actually be able to see my Stormbringer poster. Unless I cover it with my Combat Patrol poster, because I might just reuse the frame, because I've been looking at Yndrasta swooping down for a long time. My fear is I'm going to cover her up with this poster, and then my kids are going to be like, where did Yndrasta go? My girlies tend to like her. Look at this. We got a full magazine spread to read in here. I'm looking forward to that. That looks really fun. So this is going to be a nice little project. And then, since I got my finance issues sorted out, medical bills and job stuff and all that stuff sorted, Lord willing, hopefully, I'll be able to actually get something for Christmas now, too. So I'll have to decide if I want to look into getting a Christmas box or not. The new Terminator box looks really tempting, but I suspect that'll sell it instantly. And then I got the Dreadnought in here, too. Look how cool this is going to be. I can't wait. I've never built a Dreadnought before, so first Dreadnought is right here. And hopefully this should give me about 1,000 points to start with. Look at that space. That's a good size base. So I'm really excited about that. This has both the Dreadnought, and then it has, see if you can see, this is the Tyrannid that comes with the premium kit. I believe it's a Hive Tyrant. But the Hive Tyrant has 2 ways of assembling, and so I had to do the smart thing. Oh, don't show that on camera. And ordered an extra body. So here's the extra body. I already had an extra base in my base collection. I have almost every size of base. I just order them off of eBay, so I have extra bases. You can order them in bulk pretty much and just get all the bases you want. So I had an extra base. This is an extra body, which will allow me to make a Hive Tyrant and a Winged Tyrant. Hive Tyrant. So that will double my Tyrannid output and should get me to just about 1,000 points of Tyrannids once not the Swarm Lord, the Parasite of Mortrex. When that arrives next month, I'll have 1,000 points of Tyrannids so I can do a Tyrannid project. But in the meantime, we've got a Dreadnought. We've got a bunch of Terminator dudes. We've got a Commander. We got some kit bashing fodder. And then we have the Flamethrower group guys to help hold the wall. So I'm super excited about this. It has been a really, really good week. I've been a little bit sick, but I don't mind. I've had a lot of good stuff happen and a lot of good friends. Keep your friends close, guys. It's important. And it's been a really good week after all. After last week I got some bad news, and this week I got good news that countered the bad news. And so I'm feeling excited. I've got a little bit of time off right now, and so I'm going to be spending a little bit extra time doing some Space Marines. The Tau aren't going anywhere. I'm having fun painting them. I love this orange ochre color. This is almost done. And then I'll have to do a Tau showcase here once that one's done and do show off all my stealth suits. I've got all 9 stealth suits in 3 different camo patterns. So look forward to that for my fellow Tau builders out there. I've got a couple other YouTubers who are building Tau as well. And that's been fun to kind of see what everybody else is doing in their paint schemes and kind of compare notes. I've had a great time doing that. I love chatting in the comments with other people. So it's been a lot of fun. So keep the comments coming. Subscribe if you haven't already. I'm super excited to build some Space Marines, but I'm doing well. I've had a good turn of events, so I'm super excited about that. And it is time to build Rogel Dorn's men. I think it took a while, but I think Rogel Dorn is finally officially my favorite Primarch. I just love his I I don't know. I always want to be the offense guy, but at the end of the day, my heart's in it for the defense. I love being the unbreakable wall. There's just something special about the unbreakable wall. I like that. You will not get through me. You will not hurt my people. We will stand up against evil, and the planet of Terra will never fall. That kind of spirit is just fun to me. So no, I like Rogaldorn. I think Rogaldorn's my favorite Primarch right now. But lots of close seconds. Lots of close seconds. Maybe someday I'll make a video of which chapters are my favorites. But I do like Ultramarines. I'm going to keep expanding out the Ultramarines. The new Ultramarine models that are supposed to come out this week are absolutely beautiful, and it's very tempted to go out and buy more Ultramarines. But probably going to wind up expanding my Ultramarine force at some point, just because I really do want Marneus Calgar. Really like his look. I mean, Rogaldorn's or Rabuda Gilliman is really awesome, but I really like Marneus Calgar and his giant gloves of shooting. They're just hilarious. So he's a cool dude. But this is gonna be a fun project. And I feel like they'll paint up fairly quick. Space Marines do tend to paint fairly fast. And then I'll have to paint up some Tyrannids. And then the nice bit, the other reason I'm trying to prioritize this, is once you get your Space Marines painted up, I'll have 1,000 points of Iron Fists, or Imperial Fists, 1,000 points of Imperial Fists, and I'll have 1,000 points of Ultramarines. And then I'll have 2,000 points of Tau. And so it can do a 2,000 versus 2,000 game. And I've never played 40K at 2,000 points. And so that is the ultimate goal of this big project, is to finish both armies, have 2,000 points versus 2,000 points of stuff that I've painted, and then finally get this project on the table. And then after that, we're building Tyrannids. And I think after that, it's Eldari, expand my Chaos Force, my Red Corsairs. That'll be super fun. Those magazines will be spring. And then after that, it's either Votann or Orcs. I think it's Orcs, which I'm really excited about. I cannot wait to build Orcs. And then Votann is out there. That'll be cool. And somebody else. I know I said Eldari already. But yeah, there's some more. Whatever else is in the Combat Patrol magazine. There's some really cool projects coming up. And then probably try to take a break and do an Age of Sigmar project somewhere in there. I still really want to build a vampire army someday. And the Seraphon, the dinosaur lizard guys, they're just so cool. We got to get them on the table at least someday. So all of that is somewhere out in the future. Thank you so much for watching. I appreciate you following along, and hopefully I'll be checking back in a few days with an update on this project and on the Tau project. But in the meantime, I've got fun stuff to do with the family and lots of hobbying to do, and I'll see you then. Bye.